Let's go on to our next semifinal, second leg, and that was Liverpool. They advanced 7-6 on aggregate against Roma. This one was a goal fest. There was a lot of goals in this one. Roma needed basically a miracle to get a chance here, and they almost had it. Martino, what did you make of this just back and forth in crazy game between Roma and Liverpool?
Well, if you watched last week's episode with Joe D over there in the control room now, we talked about how it was going to be an up and down game because Roma were down 3 goals. They gave up a lot against Liverpool at their place. So to come back home, they had to be on the attack all the time. And what eventually happened was they got caught on the counter and Mane put one in. And the fact that I don't even want to get to the referee point and some of the calls that weren't made or were and weren't made. I think the fact of the matter was that they were 7 goals allowed there, 13 in total by both teams. I don't think either team played particularly well enough on the defensive side of the ball to warrant a clear advancement to the finals. So I think that's something you had to look at. But again, I think it's a really impressive season for Roma. This was the best they ever did in the Champions League. And I think it's good to carry over into next season because they believe that they're in any game. Most teams, after a 5-2 result away, don't feel as confident coming back home. But after that Barcelona tie, they felt like they were able to do anything. So I thought that was important. But what could you say about Liverpool and Mo Salah? Mo Salah right now, if he somehow wills Liverpool to a Champions League final victory, their first one in 13 years, and he somehow does something with Egypt in the World Cup, we might be looking at a new Ballon d'Or winner. It might really be hard to say no to that.
I was thinking of that the other day. You know, it's been so long since it hasn't been a Ronaldo or a Messi who's held up the Ballon d'Or. But if he wills and leads them to the Champions League and they win it, how could he not be? He has been as good as anyone this season.